What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, my name is Ben Richardson. I'm a personal trainer, I'm a chemical engineer, and in today's video I'm going to talk about some foods that are going to help you with your anxiety. Now, if you're new here, I want you to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to teach you how to live a healthy, sustainable life through things like nutrition, lifestyle decisions that you make, and fitness. So if you're interested in content like that, go ahead and subscribe and turn the notification bells on too so that you don't miss out on any of my latest content. So I'm going to get into what specific foods that you want to be consuming for your anxiety, but before we get into that, I want to kind of talk about why food plays such a huge role in terms of your anxiety management and just your mental health as a whole. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So the reason that food and your nutrition as a whole is so intricately connected to your anxiety, maybe your depression, your mental health as a whole, how you feel about yourself, how you perceive yourself, is because there is a very intimate link between your mind and your body. And you may have heard the term the mind-body connection, maybe the psychology-physiology connection, whatever it may be. There is a link between the two. This is why things like stress can really take a toll on our bodies, because when you're feeling stressed out, stress is not inherently physical, but it does affect your body. So you feel more tired, you have less energy, your mood isn't as great, you don't sleep as well. All of those things affect you on a physical level, even though stress is kind of like this inanimate object, but it's still exerting this force on you, if you will. So where nutrition comes into play, first off, is because when you master your nutrition, you are straight up harnessing the ability to build the body that you want. You are harnessing the power to change how your body looks. Whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to build muscle, maybe you want to do both at the same time, you cannot do that without a proper nutrition protocol. The foods that you put into your mouth are going to play a huge role in terms of building the body that you want to build. And if you don't think that's not going to affect your confidence to some degree, if you think that's not going to improve your mental health, when you look at yourself in the mirror and you are proud of the body that you have built for yourself, and you put a bathing suit on and you feel good about yourself, you're proud of the body that you've built and you feel good about the skin that you live in, that is going to affect you up here very positively too. And there's no shame in it either. Some people want to build a great body just for vanity. There's nothing wrong with that. When I first started my weight loss journey, this is what I looked like. I looked at myself in the mirror and I just told myself, I look like crap. I look like shit. I don't want to look like that. I want to look good. I want to be lean. I want to build a body that I am proud of. I want to be able to walk around and talk to people, look them dead in the eye, and have that social confidence, knowing that I feel good about myself. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to look good. And you will harness that through mastering your nutrition. Fitness is definitely important. Working out and going to the gym, that is definitely important. But the nutrition, that is where the bulk of your results are going to come from. The foods that you put into your mouth every single day, that is where this will come from. Think about it. You don't work out every single day. If you do, you shouldn't. But you do eat food every single day. There is no better habit for you to master than what you put into your mouth every single day. And the thing about your nutrition, the thing about food and eating, it is a habit that no matter what happens in your life, you still do it. You still eat multiple times a day, and you do it every single day. So with something like reading or going to the gym or something, that's something like if you don't do it, you're still fine, like you can still live. But food, if you skip meals and you stop eating for multiple days, your body is going to tell you, hey, you need to fix this. Like, you need to get back into the habit of eating food because your body needs food to function. This is where the bulk of all of your results will come from. Whether it's building a great body, whether it's improving your mental health, Whether it's fixing your social anxiety, sleeping better, having more energy, being in a better mood, improving your dating life, whatever it is, all of these things are going to be affected by the food that you put into your mouth every single day. That is why mastering control over what you put into your mouth, that is going to boost your confidence. That is going to make you feel good. That is going to completely get rid of social anxiety, because you are going to be walking around and you are going to be feeling good about yourself. Why would you be anxious, socially anxious or whatever? Why would you be insecure or not confident about yourself if you have mastered control over that? Very few people master control over that. Very few people do. That's why so many people are overweight. When you walk around and you know how to harness the power of nutrition, that is powerful. There's some degree of confidence just in knowing how to lose weight, just in knowing how to build muscle. You know how to do it. It's just a matter of time. It takes time. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get into what foods that you should specifically be eating to improve your social anxiety or anxiety, whatever it is that you're struggling with in terms of your mental health. Eat foods like this, and they're very nutrient dense, and you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. So potatoes, sweet potatoes or baked potatoes, packed full of nutrients. They're very filling too. If you're trying to lose weight, eat potatoes every single day. Go eat a pound of potatoes, I dare you, and you're going to be stuffed like a turkey. Macadamia nuts are good. They taste awesome too. I love throwing them in the freezer and having them for a little snack. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt has a lot of protein in it. It's very filling. It's great for your gut health. There's all kinds of good live active cultures in Greek yogurt that are going to benefit you. Cottage cheese. If you're not a fan of the consistency, fine, but cottage cheese is very high in protein. It has plenty of calcium in it, and all that's good stuff. Bone broth, collagen. So the reason I'm a fan of these is because they're rich in amino acids like glycine and proline. Those aren't as abundant in whole meats, so bone broth and collagen, definitely get your fill of those. Consume them in your diet for sure. Coffee. Coffee is great. Now, here's the thing with coffee. I do recommend that you drink it black because there's 0 calories in it. Especially if you're trying to lose weight, I recommend drinking it black. Brazil nuts are good. Brazil nuts are packed with a micronutrient called selenium. And a lot of people don't know about selenium, but selenium is very important in hormone regulation. So, yeah, Brazil nuts are great. Make sure you get the seeded ones because that's where all the selenium is in the shell. So don't get de-shelled Brazil nuts. Extra virgin olive oil, great source of fat. Raisins. Raisins are high in boron. Boron acts as an antioxidant, and it's one of those antioxidants, again, not a lot of people know about, but raisins are a good source of that. Grass-fed milk. Tons of people think milk is horrible. What makes milk so horrible is the fake stuff that comes from cows that are pumped with all these artificial hormones. Buy yourself the good organic grass-fed cow milk. Free-range eggs, pasture-raised eggs. The egg yolks in general, very nutrient dense. Consume them. Super, super good for you. Sea salt and pink Himalayan salt. Great source of tons of different minerals. So table salt it's not great because it's mostly just sodium chloride. Pink Himalayan salt and sea salt, they're rich in other minerals like potassium, magnesium, even calcium. I think manganese is in there also. So there's tons of different minerals in salts like that. So definitely opt for the pink Himalayan salt or the sea salt. Avocados are great. Most people know that avocados are fruit, but very, very rich in tons of great micronutrients. And, pretty filling. Mushrooms. Mushrooms are great, very high in vitamin D. Grass-fed beef. So if you're a red meat eater, I'd definitely encourage you to pay attention to the quality of the meat that you're buying, because fatty red meats are just awful. All those synthetic chemicals that are used in meat processing, they accumulate in the fat. So if you do buy conventional meat, red meat I'd at least encourage you to opt for the lean stuff. Free-range chicken. Chicken's an awesome source of protein. It's very lean. Chicken breast, chicken tenderloins, even chicken thighs aren't that bad. And chicken thighs, you know, they got a little fat on them, so they taste a little bit better. I mean, fat makes everything taste better. So just pay attention to the quality of the chicken as well. If you can buy it at a local farm, that's the best. But I mean, at the grocery store, usually organic or free range, those are your best options. Blueberries and blackberries. So kind of my general rule of thumb with berries is the darker the berry, the better. That doesn't mean you can't eat strawberries or raspberries or whatever. They obviously have a lot of nutrients also. But the darker the berry, typically the higher antioxidant content. So things like blackberries and blueberries, those are darker berries. So they're definitely great. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is very high in mixed chain triglycerides, and it is high in saturated fat, but I have a whole video on PUFAs, which are polyunsaturated fats, and I go a little bit more into detail about fats in that video if you want to check it out. But anyway, coconut oil is very healthy for you to consume. White jasmine rice or basmati rice. So most people think that brown rice is the healthy stuff. I argue the contrary, and that white rice, white jasmine, white basmati, whatever, they don't contain the rice bran. So the bran is what makes brown rice brown. White rice does not have that. The reason the bran is not inherently great is because there's a lot of phytic acid in rice bran. And when you consume phytic acid is pretty good at inhibiting minerals from doing their thing. And you don't want that. You want minerals to be prevalent within your system and not being deactivated like phytic acid does to them. So I'd personally opt for white rice. Whole carrots, whole organic carrots. Carrots are awesome. The fibers in carrots are really, really, really gonna help improve your digestion. I would recommend you eat one whole carrot every single day. Oysters are great, shrimp is great. A lot of these seafoods are high in trace minerals like zinc and copper, selenium. You don't find those in a lot of common muscle meats. Bananas are good, apples are good, oranges are good. Fruits in general. So I have here grapes and pineapples, kiwis, peaches, just fruits in general. Fruits are high in fructose, and fructose is the chief component that your thyroid gland uses to regulate your metabolism. So you want to fuel that sucker with what it wants, because you fuel that sucker with what it wants, it's going to ramp up your metabolic rate. If you haven't checked out my video on foods that increase your metabolism, check that out for sure. That's a great video. So those are my food recommendations for you to eat for your anxiety. Go crazy, go nuts, go to the store and buy them all and eat them all. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And again, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe if this is the kind of content you're looking to consume. I post at least once a week, so stay tuned. Turn the notification bell on so that you don't miss my videos. If you made it to the end, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.